What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Target exclusive figures of Mister Miracle and Sandman. So both of these cool, nice, like classic figures to add to our collection. Both have pretty cool designs, as like Mister Miracle being a part of New Gods, but having this nice, bright, colorful design and stuff is always awesome with the green, red, and yellow there. It looks pretty cool. And then Sandman is more classic design of, the original guy. It looks pretty awesome there, like the nice trench coat, his gas mask, all that sort of stuff. Pretty cool going on there for him as well. Just to spin around to show you what it looks like just from the cards there on the box, with the inspirations for them there. So it looks pretty cool. Nice designs overall for both of these. So I'm excited to check them out. So let me get them open out of the box and we'll take a look at them together. And we're going to start off with Mister Miracle, whose real name is Scott Free. He's the son of the ruler of New Genesis that agreed to exchange children with Darkseid of Scott for Orion. As he aged, he discovered he had a talent for escaping impossible traps. He fell in love with Big Barda, and they would escape to Earth. Scott would become a protege of circus escape artist Thaddeus Brown, known as Mister Miracle. And when Brown was murdered, Scott took up the name of Mister Miracle. So, of course, he is a new god, so he has the new god physiology of immortality, superhuman strength, and durability, as well as being the world's greatest escape artist. And then he uses some special technology, so it looks pretty good at this. So he is wearing the Mister Miracle outfit design, so that's what he's got here, which looks pretty fun. Like I said, love the bright colors with the red, greens, and yellows. Just so cool, nice, bright, and colorful here. So we get his design. So he's got the yellow face with the red around the eyes, so it looks good there with the nice smile, the yellow line going around the head with the red everywhere else. The red continues down with the upper body there, transitions to the yellow, then to the green gloves, and then same with the body, so to the transition to yellow in the midsection with the green underwear, red leggings going all the way down, so you get to the green boots there on the feet. That's nice gold design painted on there, gold designs, little circles painted on the belt there around his waist as well, all in red, and then the nice silver clasps there holding on his green cape, which looks good. Of course, same cape design we've seen with multiple figures in the past, but overall just looks pretty good with his design. But for moments, the head will twist all the way around, a little stiff there, will twist all the way around, look down that far, and up just about that far, so not much movement at all in the head. Shoulders up to 90, of course, has like the butterfly design, and rotate around. We get a bicep twist, and the double elbow joint that bends up that far, all the way up on itself. Wrist will twist all the way around, and has the flex up and down hand. Then we get the ab crunch, the upper crunch there, crunch back and forth, and twist all the way around. And then at the waist, should be able to crunch a little back and forth, and twist around there as well. Then we go down to the hips that come up to 90 and out to the side to the splits there. Pretty much no thigh twist. The double knee joint that'll bend up that far to the back, not too bad. Down to the foot, rocking back and forth, and twist side to side with the toe joint on the end. So good movements, the standard McFarlane moves, so nothing surprising there. And of course, doesn't have too much clothing or anything to get in the way, so not really any issues with that. Now for accessories, the only thing he really comes with is his aero disc, which are metal plates that he can use to travel around. So we just have these, or supposed to be metal plates. Of course, these are plastic, but yeah, just have the plates here, so for the right and left and stuff we can put on his feet. So there he's got the metal plates now. So again, he has that, so he can now like fly around and all that. So that's pretty fun, I guess. Of course, they're just little circles there on his feet, so nothing too exciting, but that does help keep him standing, which is pretty nice. So he does come with a base, but because of that, we don't really need him because of those little aero discs. And then he also comes with his card. Of course, there's a nice picture of him from the New God, so it looks good with the story of Scott Free on the back, which says born a new god in utopian New Genesis. Scott was raised as a slave on the grim planet of Apocalypse. However, he refused to let his spirit be broken, escaping to become Mister Miracle, a symbol of freedom and sworn enemy of Apocalypse, evil ruler Darkseid. So again, just basic explanation there for our Mister Miracle. And of course, they have a Mister Miracle being a new god. We can bring in our other new god figures we have. And there we have Mister Miracle with our other new god characters of Apocalypse, Calabac, and Metron. So pretty cool to continue to build out more of those new gods. And then we also have Sandman, who is Wesley Dodds. He was traumatized as a boy hearing his father's horror stories of World War I and the gas attacks he experienced while in the trenches. Wesley grew up to become a chemist and wanted to create a weapon that would stop his enemies but not hurt them. But after his many failures, he would end up creating a powerful sleeping gas, leading him to become a costume crime fighter known as Sandman, and was a founding member of the Justice Society of America. So he looks good here wearing his World War I style gas mask, skin, of course, uses a sleeping gun that he also comes with, but looks good just in like his old school style. Looks like, you know, of the early 1900s stuff, just looks good. So he's got a nice brown like fedora hat on, which looks good. Again, that gas mask I mentioned. Love how it's got some like design in the eyes with the red and yellow, you know, looks pretty cool. Nice like sort of reflection there, whatever, with that old school gas mask with like the breather here in the front. So that looks nice. Then you just got like a nice suited body underneath. Love how it has the straps around there too. I don't know what those straps are for, but over the top of the black vest, it has a nice like shirt and tie underneath there as well, with this brown, more like trench coat duster. I don't know really what kind of jacket. It's just a longer jacket here in brown leather with brown leather gloves as well. Then we get some nice striped pants here in this like nice teal green color. Looks pretty good. Of course, we've seen these pants probably like Jokers and stuff before, but nice striped pants design going all the way to the brown shoes there on his feet in brown leather as well. So just like I said, besides the gas mask, you know, it just looks like a plain guy almost just from the old days and stuff, but looks good overall for Sandman. Now for movements, his head will twist all the way around. Look down that far and up that far. So decent movements, better movements than Mr. Miracle there. Shoulders up to 90 again with a little bit of butterfly and rotate around. We get a bicep twist and the double elbow joint that bends all the way up. Of course, he's got twist around there like it's broken, but him bend all the way up there, almost all the way up on itself with the wrist that'll twist all the way around. And of course, flex on the ball joint. There it is. So back and forth there. Then we get the ab crunch, which is under the vest and all this. So it's probably mostly just at the waist. So crunch back and forth there and twist all the way around. The hips will come up towards 90, especially if you force it there, and out to the side to the splits. No thigh twist on him, but the double knee joint that will bend up that far to the back. Yeah, very close to kicking himself in the butt. And then down to the foot will rock back and forth and twist side to side, just very little. There it goes, kind of stiff. Twist side to side with the toe joint on the end. So yeah, pretty good movements overall. You know, better than Mr. Miracle, but still relatively the same movements that all the McFarlanes have. But for accessories, as I mentioned, he does come with his gas gun as well that produces his sleeping gas. So it's almost like a revolver here, but with a big container that shoots the gas out. So it looks good with that design. We'll put it in his hand. So there's Sandman with his gas gun overall, just completes that design, especially of Sandman there. So that looks really good. And of course comes with a base we'll put him on. And then he also comes with the cards. There's nice pictures from him. Pretty good likeness there. It looks like maybe his pants were a different color, maybe like a gray or something, but they went with the green, which is perfectly fine. But it says from Wesley Dodds, the Sandman. So that's pretty good. Of course, we said his name there and the story on the back, which says sporting a suit, hat, cape, and gas mask. He employed his detective skills, sleeping gas, and other gimmicks against legions of crooks. Touched by the power of Morpheus, Lord of Dreams, World War I veteran Wesley Dodds was plagued by nightmares of evil deeds. Eventually, he realized these were prescient visions and used his vast fortune, scientific genius, and years of experience as a world traveler to create the Sandman, eerie mystery man stalking America's vilest human predators. He was the founder of the Justice Society of America, fighting uncanny menaces and battling the military might of Nazi Germany and Japan, but was always most comfortable hunting the darkest examples of human evil. So there's good more explanation there for Sandman, expanding more on his backstory there. So very nice for this figure overall. And of course, now that we have Sandman, we can bring him in with a number of members from the Justice Society. And there's Sandman with other members of the Justice Society of Our Man, Jay Garrick, Alan Scott, Hawkman, and Wildcat. So very cool to be able to add Sandman in with our Justice Society. Well, that's to be it for our McFarlane Toys Gold Label Target exclusive figures of Mister Miracle and Sandman. Both figures are really cool, nice additions, so especially getting Mister Miracle to go with our New Gods and Sandman for our Justice Society. Very nice designs for both of them overall. So let me know what you thought of these two down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.